Good morning everyone and welcome to day one in the new house. I'm literally looking at the setup and it is giving me anxiety looking at all of the stuff behind me, and that pink wall is just not a vibe. Like, you guys know that I'm a fan of pink, but that is like the worst pink wall I think I've ever seen in my life. So I'm just currently waiting. I put in my formal request for me to paint a wall in this room, and I'm just waiting for the landlord's like written approval. I pretty much got verbal approval, but I'm just waiting for the written approval, because you know what it's like when you're in like a rented property, and painting and things like that require a lot of like processes to get to the point where you can get like written approval and things like that. I'm just currently putting on my jewellery because I feel like I want to be a bit more like back to normal today. I feel like it's so important just to kind of like try and create a normal routine like from the get-go. It's so weird when you're waking up in a space that's like not your usual space, not your usual home. I don't know if anyone else is like me, but like it just, my surroundings affect me so much, and it feels so weird waking up in a home that's not your home yet, because it is your home but it's not your home. It's not like a little Airbnb where everything's like set up and it's quite a quaint little like getaway. It's like, this is your home now, but it doesn't feel like it. So yeah, me and Alex woke up this morning and we just looked at each other like, oh my god, this is so weird. But today's plan of action is basically just more unpacking, more unboxing, and starting to organize things. I feel like this room I'm not really going to be able to start organizing properly until I know exactly, like basically once I've been able to paint the wall, where I want things to go. I'm actually kind of questioning whether I want to keep both wardrobes, because the smaller one fits so perfectly in the alcove and the bigger one doesn't, and I'm wondering, do I get rid of the bigger one, replace it for a smaller one? So much to think about. So I think this is going to be one of those rooms that we're just going to take our time with and try and go with the flow a little bit. I feel like I want to create so much content in this room, and I want to be like so go because obviously it's my office, it's my workspace, it's like where I create my content, but it's like I want to get it right. And I feel like I've made the mistake in the past where I've rushed into things, I've been too excited, I've been trying to like get it all sorted all in one go, and actually that's not like the best way to do it. So yeah, I think one of the first things we're going to be doing is unpacking all the clothes into the wardrobe, because there's just so many bags and boxes of clothes, and I think that's one of those where, because there's so much of it, it's quite an easy one to kind of like get rid of and get sorted. But let me show you today's little outfit of the day. So the mirror in this room is currently the only functional mirror that I can use, but I just wanted something really light and flowy. It's still not nice weather, unfortunately, this week. We just don't have the best weather, but apparently we do have a heat wave coming. So maybe that'll work out for the best, so that by the time the heat wave comes, everything's set up, everything's ready, everything's organised, and it means that we can just enjoy the sunshine in the new house. But I just wanted something quite light and easy to just like unpack boxes. So this is my mango dress, but I bought one from H&M recently, if you remember that haul. That's so similar to this, so I will link that one down below because it's absolutely fab. And I've just obviously got my slippers on. They were one of the first boxes that I unpacked. I literally did one box full of dressing room stuff and I labelled it like essentials, and it's got like my makeup, my skincare, my slippers, my fake tan, and my hair straighteners. That is the essential stuff that we have. But yeah, this is today's unpacking outfit. Super comfortable, super simple, and yeah, let's get going. But before we get started on any of that, first things first for today, I've actually booked myself for a nail appointment at my new local salon, which I'm so excited about. It's like a really nice salon, so the ladies there are lovely. I've been there a couple of times before, but now it's my local, which is really nice. So yeah, I had a couple of disasters in the move. We've got one here and 2 disasters on this hand. So yeah, definitely very much needed. Let me put you down. Is that okay? There we go. Definitely needed to go and get my nails done. I feel like yesterday was so much obviously like ripping up in the boxes, unpackaging, that the nails just got destroyed. And I don't know about you, but I have such bad, like, I'm not going to call it OCD, but like, you know, I have a real thing about having my nails looking nice. Like, I really hate it when my nails don't look nice, when I get like chipped nails. Sometimes I see people posting on Instagram like, lol, going to get these nails sorted, and you know, they'll be like grown at heart, and I'm like, how did you let them get to that stage? Or it'll be like half of them have like chipped off and like broken. I'm like, as soon as I get a chip, I need to be straight to the salon. So I'm gonna go there, go and get my nails done, and then for the rest of the day, I think plan is basically just organising and sorting out more of the boxes and the room. So I think once the wardrobe has been sorted, I think that's going to make a really huge impact, because I've got so many bags of clothes around me right now, and those wardrobes are just huge. And then once I know how much of it can go into that room, I can know how much I actually need in this room, because if I can fit pretty much all my clothes in there, I might not even need to keep as much in here. Sorry, I just moved you there. Battery died as I was chatting, but But yeah, I feel like before I used to have to be really like seasonal with my pieces and like really selective with what I can kind of like keep in my office and keep in my wardrobe. But I feel like now that we've got a completely separate wardrobe that is also separate from our bedroom, that is so much bigger than what our old one was, I feel like I'm going to be able to keep 99% of my stuff in there. So once I've sorted that out, that's when I can start to think about this room. You can tell that this is definitely like my favourite room that I just want to get sorted, but it's going to be one of the last, I think, to get sorted. The kitchen is starting to look really, really good now. Like, it's starting to feel a bit more of a home, so I'll show you that in a bit. But I need to head off, go and get these nails sorted, go and get myself looking a lot more presentable, and then I will be a lot happier. Right, so I am back from getting my nails done now. Gone for a really lovely, really light pinky colour. Oh, they just look so much better. We've had to go quite short because obviously quite a few of them, like these ones, got broken in the move, which was honestly just so sad, but I really love the colour. Is it just me, or is this like a really summery, bright, light pink? It's called Winter Glow from Shellac. Definitely not a wintry shade if you ask me, but oh, I just love how much better they look. My nail lady was literally saying we need the sun to come out because this is such a sunny, summery colour. I'm like, yes, and I think we are actually due a heat wave in like a week or so's time, so the nails are bringing up the sun. But now that I'm back, I can finally get cracking with the wardrobe room. Alex has managed to get all of his stuff in whilst I was away getting my nails done, so that I can just crack on and get all of my pieces in the huge wardrobes, and I'm so excited to get them in. I feel like the wardrobes are such a huge selling point of this place, and you guys know what we're like. We have a lot of fashion, we have a lot of clothes, so I can't wait to actually get them in the wardrobes and get them sorted.
Here's to the good days, here's to the sorrows. If this is a mistake, I know about tomorrow. I don't wanna fight no more, cause I don't feel the need no more, no. Just wanna make it stop. Maybe it's something in the water, or maybe we just hit the end of the road. Right now it doesn't even matter. It's too late not to let it go. And that's why I wish you the best and say goodbye. You start to get dressed and then we cry, cause we both know it's gonna hurt, but not as much as this does. We had a good run, don't say we didn't. I was your first love, and you were my first one. Cheers to all the memories, the venom and the remedies, yeah. Promise I won't forget, yeah. Maybe it's something in the water, yeah. Or maybe we just hit the end of the road.
Well, that was a job and a half. You would have only seen a few minutes of time lapse. I have been here for at least an hour filling this wardrobe, and we have a slight problem. My dresses are too long. So I'm not sure. I've spoken to Alex and he's asked what I want to do, because I could in theory take one of these drawers off, but then obviously that would mean that I'm losing a drawer, which he could be able to do for me. Another option would be raising them by one, but then I don't know if that would give me enough room. Also, it would make it taller. Not entirely sure. So that's one of those things that I'm just gonna have to play about with and see what works. And if it means that I do end up having to keep 2 wardrobes in my dressing room, then I will have to keep my dresses in a separate wardrobe. It was just basically about getting everything in. It's not been organised very well. We're definitely going to have to go back through this together and do a bit of a Marie Kondo. I'm not gonna learn the dresses as well that I'm looking at. And I tried to do a bit of a clear out before we moved. I was like, I'm gonna try and get rid of the stuff that I don't need. But I think I was a little bit like nostalgic, and I kept things that I'm going through it. Like, I don't know why I kept this dress. I have not worn this dress. So yeah, so I might do a little bit of a wardrobe clear out with you guys another time. But for now, it's just about unpacking the boxes and getting everything out. So I'm so glad that I can close the doors to this, which also, I love the mirrors, like such huge mirrors in this room. So I can close that door. That's done, organised, and the good news is that whilst I was doing that, you may have noticed that I answered a phone call whilst I was away, and I have had the official confirmation that I can paint this wall. I've got it in writing, it has been officially confirmed I'm allowed to paint this wall, so that might commence tonight. I want to get started on that as soon as possible, although because of how bad the wall is, like it's quite damaged. You can see up here it's got like, it's flaking off. I think I'm gonna have to like sand it down and try and treat it first before I start painting. So my sister's coming around tonight to help me because she bought a house only about a year ago, and so she is the expert on sanding, painting and DIYing at the moment. So she's gonna come around and have a look at it. So I think the next plan of action is to try and get this room as empty as possible so that we can move furniture away from the wall and basically get starting on making this room a working office, which makes me very, very excited. Well, good morning everyone. It is a couple of days after I last spoke to you. I am not gonna lie, I think I left you when I was doing my wardrobe room and filling our walk-in wardrobe. That afternoon I had just had a little bit of a meltdown, and I feel like I really had to cut myself some slack because moving is stressful, and having to try and film at the same time is even more stressful. And I was just having a bit of like a crisis of like, I want to unpack this but I want to film it, but then like I can't film it if I'm like, it's too messy, I need to get it to a point where it's, and it was just getting so ridiculous. And even when I was having my meltdown, I was like, I should probably be filming this and being honest with everyone and telling them about the fact that I'm having a meltdown and trying to show like the reality behind moving. And then I just like kind of laughed at myself and I was like, this is getting absolutely ridiculous. So I decided just to put the camera away for a couple of days until we get to a place where it's like livable and it actually feels like a bit of a home, and I don't feel so overwhelmed, because I think I've spoken about this a lot, but like for me it's really important that the space I'm in is like beautiful and aesthetic and like feels like me, it smells like me, and when it doesn't it feels really jarring. So it's only Thursday, so we moved in on Monday, and in the space of 2 days we've actually been able to do quite a lot, which I'm really, really proud of. I feel like the first day, like the day that I was filming with you, I was just too in my own head, too concentrated on like vlogging it and filming it for you, and I just needed to crack on. So I literally, after I put the camera down, I shoved my hair up and just blitzed it, and both me and Alex just went around the entire house, and we were like, we don't want any boxes left. Now the only boxes that are left are actually upstairs in my dressing room, which I don't think I'm going to show you that in this vlog because it has had some transformations. I have been painting. You guys will be really proud of me. You guys know I'm not the best at DIY. I can't remember if I mentioned this actually, but the mover guys were laughing at a lot of my DIY skills. They were like, you know, the shelf is on the wrong way around. I'm like, you know that this is not done right. And I'm like, yeah. And they were just like, okay, as long as you're happy with it. There was a couple of things where they were just like, kept being like, you know that you've done this wrong? And I was like, yep, not the best at DIY. But yeah, we just wanted to make sure that everything was box free except my dressing room. So I'm going to be doing a completely dedicated video to my dressing room. I can show you what it looks like. I can go through it with you. We can discuss the layout, and I can show you all the updates that have been happening there. But today I just wanted to show you a bit more of like the living space, because I feel like we've never had such a gorgeous living space like this before, and this room has really already become just like the room that we live in. And we kind of knew that it was going to be, we kind of knew that this was going to be the main room, the room that we want to spend the most time in, the room that we, you know, do a lot of different things. We relax, we eat, we socialize. Like this is going to be that room for us. So I thought I would show you what it's looking like. Things haven't quite been styled yet, just in case. I don't know if you can see the shelves behind me. Things have kind of just been shoved on for the time being, and I feel like it's just one of those things where when I was focusing too much on like sorting it out properly, it was getting too overwhelming, and I just needed to like just get everything out of the boxes and like away in cupboards. So we've been like putting things away, and there has been a couple of times already where we've like changed where like what's in that cupboard, where we've been like, okay, no, this is not practical. Like even the kitchen countertops, I think I'm going to move about, but it's one of those where I just wanted to get it all out and sorted so that we can start using it, starts feeling like a home, and then we can go and potter and organize and sort, because that's fun and I want to make it fun, and I don't want to have to do it whilst I'm stressing out. So yeah, I'm going to show you around this little room because it's just my favorite. So the first thing you'll be able to see is that it's flipped compared to what it was originally that I showed you in the moving vlog. So because basically the TV stand was here, we kind of assumed, oh, this has to be the living area. It didn't work at all. It looked like student accommodation. It just looked awful. Like with the sofa there, it didn't fit. It blocked off this walkway. So I was like, right, let's just ignore the fact that there's a TV unit there. We can take that off. We did have the choice of having it removed. Our letting agent asked us if they wanted us to take it down, but we were like, no, just leave it up. It's fine, we'll use it. we're going to take it down, and we're probably going to have to patch up that wall, but that's fine. We can do that, we can sort that. I now own white paint, so I can do that. So we've put the kitchen table and this kind of setup over here, which I'm really, really loving. I just think it's such a lovely area because it just looks out onto the garden. You can kind of like open the bifold doors, which is really nice. Oh, something I've not shown you yet, actually. This was a little moving in present from my mum and from my sister. They both bought me one each, which is so cute. So we are going to be doing a lot of gardening in the future. I have a whole garden that I need to, you know, look at and pot, and it's actually quite a really nice, like, maintained garden. Like, it's not too overgrown, there's nothing too difficult, I don't think, to maintain, but I think it'll be really nice to maybe just get like little pots of flowers or something lining it. I haven't fully decided yet. And then we're obviously going to put, I don't know if you can see that over there, like our little table and stuff. We can put stuff out here. But yeah, so cute, absolutely love it. So this is like the dining area, and then we've made this over here the living space. And actually, one thing I didn't think about until I was on FaceTime to my dad last night, I was showing him this, and he was like, oh yeah, that totally makes sense, because you're going to want the living space to be in the darker area. And obviously, as you can see, it's like really light here, and it starts to get a bit darker because obviously the light's not hitting this. And I was like, oh, that's a really good point. So for the time being, we've just popped our TV stand there, but what we are going to do is mount the TV to the wall. There's like a little shelving unit just here. What we're thinking is just mounting the TV just above the shelving unit so that it's like a bit cleaner, because I feel like it is a little bit bulky kind of with the TV stand and stuff. And of course, we've got the clock up. We would not have an Ellie and Alex house without our clock. We were saying it's so funny how in our old flat that clock looked huge. Look how much this room dwarfs it. It doesn't even look like that big of a clock. And I know I'm gonna get so many questions about my fridge, so I'm gonna be getting rid of the fridge. It makes me really, really sad, but we do actually already have a really good size. Let me show you a really decent sized fridge and freezer that like comes with the house. It's huge, it's absolutely huge. And what was so cute is the day that we moved in, my mum actually popped around with a Waitrose shop for us. So she filled a lot of the shelves. I say filled, like they're not filled, but it just meant that we didn't have to think about food this week, which was so sweet of us. We've been able to just eat off of all of that food from my mama, which is so lovely. And then we've got the freezer here as well, which doesn't really have much in it yet, but because they're such decent sizes, Alex was like, Ellie, we really don't need that fridge anymore. And it does break my heart to get rid of it, because you guys know how much I love it, but it doesn't fit in the shed. We did try it, it's too tall to go in the shed, and I just feel like it's such a waste just to keep it there. It will be a waste of electricity if we turn it on because we don't need it. It'll be a waste of space just to keep it there without any electricity on. I just think I'm gonna have to bite the bullet and get rid of it. So if anyone's in the Hampshire area looking for a fridge, let me know. I'm gonna probably list it on Facebook Marketplace or something like that, and see if anyone is interested in it, because it is such a beautiful fridge. I absolutely love it. But yeah, this is the current living space. It's just looking so lovely. Please ignore all of the dishes on the side. But yeah, the main thing that this is missing now, actually two things. Number one is bar stools. That's something we're going to do this weekend, pop into town and have a look at like bar stools at maybe Ikea or something, or Dunelm, because I'm already like just wishing I had somewhere to sit and have my morning coffee, because I know that obviously we've got the dining table here, but like that's quite formal. That's too informal. This is just right. This is the Goldilocks area. So yeah, I definitely think we need maybe 4 bar stools going along here would be really nice. I think that would be lovely. I always think it's such nice, I don't know, I just love having an island with bar stools. It's something I've always dreamed of. And then we're also going to get a rug for in here, I think. We might bring in the rug that we used to keep in our flat. We've currently just got that in the living room. We could keep it in here, or we could get a new one. We haven't quite decided, but just to make the area a little bit more kind of like cornered off and a little bit cozier. You guys know I'm obsessed with interior design masters, and one thing they always talk about is zoning. So they always talk about like zoning rooms, and especially a room that's like this big, you want to be able to like create different feels in different areas of the room. So I think we just need a few more like soft furnishings and things over here in order to just kind of soften this area, make it feel a little bit different from like the rest of the kitchen. Just to show you the living room as well, we've not done too bad considering that we were always planning on having this as like a bit of a dumping room. I feel like we've done quite a good job. Like we have no boxes left in here. Things have just been shoved up on the shelves. No thought has been put into this room just because we're not really using it yet. But one thing we were saying is so funny is that I remember with this rug, we had this in our old flat, and because the carpets were quite grey in our old flat, this looked really yellow, like really warm toned. I'm sure you guys remember this. Next to the warm wood, it looks really cool toned. Isn't that so weird? Maybe I'm the only one that finds that interesting. But yeah, it's looking really nice in here. just a nice little spacious room, and it's really nice just to be able to like shove things in here and close the door so we don't have to even think about them. Just means that we can do all of our living in here already. This room is looking so nice. Oh, it just makes me so happy. And as I said, I've barely done any styling. Like the shelves, I don't even remember what I used to have my shelves as. I was starting to put things up. Like I remember this was there, I remember that was at the top, but then I was like, hang on, how did the rest of it go? But I'm kind of like, I know that I could easily just look at a photo. Probably put the camera this way. I know I could really easily just get a photo out of my shelves because let's be honest, there's thousands of them. But I kind of don't want to, and I kind of want to start from scratch and set the shelves up maybe slightly differently. I mean, it might be the case that like, I try and set them up differently and then I look back at a photo and go, Ellie, you've just done exactly what they used to be. But I'm hoping to do something a little bit different. We'll see. But yeah, I'm really loving it in here. Now, I did actually have a couple of PR bits arrive already that I thought I would unbox with you. I honestly got so excited. I was like, oh my God, first post in the new place. So first up is from Next Beauty, which you guys know I'm a big fan of Next and their beauty stuff. They have so many brands on there. I feel like it's becoming such a powerhouse for beauty brands. So in here, I have been sent, ooh, the Hugo Boss, The Scent. Did I just say the Hugo Boss? Hugo Boss, The Scent. I don't think I've ever tried this. Alex has got a Hugo Boss aftershave and I absolutely love it on him. So I think I'm gonna really like this. Oh my God, the bottle is absolutely gorgeous. Can you see that like ombre effect? Ooh. Oh, that's really nice. That's a lot fresher than I thought it was going to be. Oh, that smells amazing. Oh, that is really lovely. Thank you so much, Next. What a lovely new scent. One thing that I must say with this new place that has been so important to me is getting all of my fragrances out. We have basically put reed diffusers with about 6 reeds in. Normally I wouldn't put more than 2 reeds in a reed diffuser because I find that it gets like quite overwhelming. We've had like 6 reeds in every single reed diffuser in every single room, and we've been burning so many candles because I always feel like smell is so important, and when your house doesn't smell like you, it's really hard to feel at home. Do you know what I mean? And like, it didn't have our smell, it didn't have any kind of familiar smells, and obviously because it'd been not lived in for a few weeks and had a deep clean before we arrived, it just smelled empty, which sounds really weird. So yeah, we've literally, my White Company reed diffusers have been up everywhere. I've been burning Jo Malone, White Company, every single candle that I have, I've been burning around the place, and it's really started to help. So that's a really nice one. I feel like new perfume, new house, it's a little bit symbolic. And then the other thing arrived is from Monica Vinader, and where's the opening? I'm really excited about this. You guys know what a huge fan I am of Monica Vinader. Oh my goodness, they've given me, oh, they've done the like full packaging. Oh, this is so sweet. So this has been really kindly sent from the Monica Vinader team, who you guys know I absolutely adore. So many jewellery pieces of mine are Monica Vinader. I've got my rings here, I've got my rings here. Do you know, I was actually, when I went to get my nails done the other day, my nail lady did ask me, because I don't think I normally wear my rings when I go get my nails done. I have my rings on, and she asked me if my boyfriend was Indian. And I just said, no, you know, it's not. Why do you think that? And she said, because you're wearing so much yellow gold jewellery. And she was saying that so many of her clients that have come in that have had just yellow gold jewellery, everything, it's like very kind of like traditional to Indian culture to have yellow gold jewellery. And I laughed. I was like, that's so funny. Now I was saying to her, it's from Monica Vinader. I was like, I've got a discount code actually if you want it. She was like, yeah, it's like beautiful jewellery. She said it looks really kind of like symbolic to kind of the traditional Indian jewellery pieces, which I just thought was so sweet. So yes, I do still have my discount code with Monica Vinader, Ellie20. Make sure you use the link down below because it applies the discount automatically at checkout. I had a couple of people message me like, oh my God, I placed the order not through the link, forgot to add the discount, and then had to cancel my order, reorder it with your discount. Just use the link down below. So we have the most beautiful down. Oh, look at the packaging. Oh my God, it's just so gorgeous. Oh my word, the most beautiful new gold bangle. And if this isn't very kind of Indian inspired, then I don't know what is, because this is so gorgeous. So I went for the smallest size because I do have the tiniest wrists, and oh my God, it fits so well. That is absolutely beautiful. Do you know what I might do? I'm not actually wearing my watch today. but I feel like this would go really well on this wrist next to my watch, because I've got the silver strap on my watch next to the gold simplicity of this bangle. Oh my goodness, this is absolutely stunning. So this is the simple bangle or the classic bangle? I think it's called the classic bangle, and they do this in a few different styles. I just wanted the literally plainest, most simple, most classic, most stunning bangle. They also do it with like a diamond. They do a couple of different styles, so I'll link them down below if you want to shop them, because that is absolutely gorgeous. And if you're similar size to me in terms of like your jewellery and stuff, I've got really, really tiny wrists, so I just go for the small. It's small, medium or large. I think I went for a small, or maybe I went for a medium. I will have a look, and it will be down below in the link which size I picked up. Maybe I did go for the medium. No, I think I did go for the small. It will be down below in the description, because my brain has not been working this week. Moving brain is seriously real and really, really tough. Good morning, everyone. It is now Friday morning, and as you can see beside me, the sun is shining. We are actually due a heat wave this week, and I am so excited. I was actually really sad that we didn't have like nice weather when we first moved in. The Monday that we moved, it was really grey, really overcast, really cloudy. It was not a vibe, but I feel like it worked out for the best, because it means that the heat wave is now coming when the house is pretty much set up. So I'm really, really happy about that. Our plans today, we're going to be heading into town, into Southampton Town Centre, or Southampton City Centre, to do a little bit of shopping, because there's a few little furniture pieces that we are kind of missing. I feel like there's a few things that like some of the rooms aren't feeling completely finished, and that's fine, like we can leave that for a while, but there's a couple of things that we want to get quite quickly. I think I mentioned yesterday, bath stools is the main one, just because I feel like it's really missing from that space. And the other one is a sofa bed for that living room, because we actually have Alex's parents coming to stay in less than a week, which I cannot believe. But I just want to show you the sunshine downstairs, because oh my god, the kitchen in the sunshine. Look at this light. Honestly guys, this is just amazing. This room is just being bathed in sunlight, and because it's a south-facing garden, it's going to be like this for the rest of the day. We're just going to get light in here all day, and it's so warm in here as well. Like we were literally saying, we don't think we need to have the heating on in this room, because the sun just heats it up, and obviously we've got the skylights. That was such an attractive angle. Skylights. Yes, because we've got the skylights, it obviously just comes like flooding in, and it does hit around like the living room area. It's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. I cannot believe that this is our kitchen, that this is our like living space. It is just looking absolutely gorgeous. But yeah, as I said, so we're going to be heading into town just to check out like Ikea and a few other furniture shops. Obviously we hit Dunelm, like the first thing we did was get those like new curtains in all of the rooms. Hit Dunelm for that. So we might pop into Dunelm. I'm not sure how many like furniture pieces they actually have in store. But it's basically just going to be a bit of a shopping house day, which we're really looking forward to, because I feel like it's been a long slog this week of just like unpacking boxes, like not the most fun things in the world. And I still need to do a lot of like styling and stuff, and you know, pottering and organizing, but that's something that I'm gonna force myself not to rush into, because I want to have fun with it. I want to take my time with it. But the bath stools and the sofa bed are two really important things that we do need to get. So let's get going, do a little bit of home shopping and head into town. First stop, Ikea. The wonderful everything. Oh wow, very dark. Sofa bed testing. What do we think? Oh, I actually think that's quite nice. Oh, that's very bright with the light in front of me. I'd be comfortable on this. How do you feel?
I'd be happy. That's pretty comfy. I don't want to take a nap right now.
Let's take a nap. Is it even an Ikea trip if you don't eye up every room? Think about how you would have done things differently. I wouldn't have put that there. I wouldn't have done this. But their style team, honestly, I wonder how you get a job on their styling team. What a dream. Oh my god, I love this room. Is this not just like the ultimate ladies' living room? Oh, this is so cute. Honestly, can I speak to someone about being on the styling team at Ikea, because it must be such a fun job. Right, well we had no success in Ikea. Nothing that we really liked the vibe of. Alex said poking out there. So we've popped into John Lewis, which to be fair, loads of you did say in my last vlog to definitely look at John Lewis homeware because they just have the best homeware. So we've just come into John Lewis in West Key now to see if we can just see anything that we like, any bar stools that we vibe with, any sofa beds that we like the look of. It's a difficult one because I don't want to rush things, but also at the same time I do really feel like those things are missing at the moment, so I kind of want to get it sorted ASAP. So we'll see what they got. I have a feeling that we've already got a little bit of a tripod setup over here. It's a bit of a shame because I was going to move this toaster, but it's like the perfect height to prop you up on, and I feel like this works really well. But we're back from town now. It was quite an unsuccessful shopping trip, I'm not gonna lie. I literally picked up one thing, which I didn't even go in for. That's a diffuser from the White Company. I picked up like the large version. I've just been placing the smaller ones around the flat for the time being, the like mini ones, the ones that are about that size that you get in like the gift sets. But I really wanted to get a large one for in this space because I feel like I've never had a space big enough for a large diffuser, really, like in our old flat. Honestly, it's really crazy already thinking about the old flat because our kitchen, living room and dining space was smaller than this, and obviously we only had that one room, and now we've got this and the living room to be able to like fill stuff in, which is just so exciting. But yeah, it was rather unsuccessful in terms of like getting a sofa bed and bar stools. I think I need to cut myself some slack because I just want to, like, I keep saying I want to enjoy the process, I want to take it slow, but then I'm also like, I want this now. Like, I'm the kind of person where if I decide that I want something, I wanted it yesterday. So having to wait to like find the perfect bar stools is frustrating, to say the least, because I'm like, I just want to have them there. Like, I just want to get something there for now. And I think I've realised that it's not going to happen straight away, and it's not going to be the kind of thing that, like, you know, happens the week that we move in. So I'm going to have a look online for some nice bar stools. We did see one at John Lewis that, like, I loved how it felt. Like, it was really comfortable, really nice. It had a cushion, it had a bit of a back, but it looked like an office chair. And I'm like, I'm really trying to strike that balance of like practicality and comfort, but also aesthetics. You guys know how important aesthetic is to me. So yeah, that's my kind of predicament. I've like taken a photo of it, I'm gonna mull it over, but I just think if I don't like the look of it, I'm not going to love it in my space, and it's just so important for things to look nice to me. But I'm just getting open the peony. I got the peony scent because it's literally my fave. Absolutely love peony. Oh, I literally do not love a scent anymore than I love a peony. And I mentioned before that I have been like, normally I'll only put in like a few diffusers, a few of the reeds, because I don't want it to be too strong. But at the moment I'm like, I want to smell it. So I think I might just put it in the middle here for now, just so that it can really start to like waft around the rest of the room. And then when I kind of like do a bit more styling and deciding where things go, then I might be able to like move that about. But yeah, I think I'm going to leave this vlog here because it is now 10 to 4 on a Friday, and the first Friday in the new house. We definitely need to crack open a bottle of wine just to celebrate being in the new house. Honestly, I still just can't believe that we're here, and I'm so excited to take you guys along on the journey with me. And I feel like you all need to encourage me just to chill out a little bit and accept that things will happen when things happen. And it's going to be a process to fill this house because there is a lot more space to fill than we had in our old flat. But this weekend I'm so excited. We've got like some family coming over and friends and some people to see the place because not everyone's seen it yet. So it's going to be a really nice weekend, and I'm so looking forward to this heat wave. We're going to have the bifold doors open. We're going to be able to enjoy the sunshine. We can actually set up our patio furniture as well and just sit outside with our coffees and our lunches and our teas. Oh my god, it makes me so happy just thinking about it. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this next installment of the moving vlogs. I'm not entirely sure how long I'm going to call them the moving vlogs, but it's basically like the new house vlogs and setting up the new house vlogs. But tune in on Tuesday. We're going to be going through my dressing room, which I know so many of you are excited about. When I first announced that I was moving, one of the biggest things people said was, oh my god, I'm really going to miss your dressing room and like the setup and the backdrop. So don't worry, we're going to be doing something really similar, hopefully slightly better, in my new dressing room. So make sure you are subscribed and ready for Tuesday's video. But I really hope you guys have the loveliest Sunday, and I will see you next week.